I stopped playing Stationeers after my last video to wait for the big terrain update. Well, that update came, and now here's the updated video. What you're about to watch isn't quite a speedrun, but it does respect your time and won't take shortcuts that will brick your start for the rest of the game. If you don't care for my voice or music choice, I've uploaded a commentary and music-free version of this video and linked it in the description below. Either way, both videos have subtitles available with my commentary. Enjoy the show.
Oxygen low.
Well, this has never happened.
While sitting in the lander, your oxygen consumption is minimal. Use this time to organize your inventory how you like, turn up your suit temperature, and turn down the pressure. Your suit flows air from your oxygen tank to your waste tank to cool you down, and these EVA suit settings will reduce that flow significantly.
Okay, I see iron, I see silicon. I would still like to locate some gold.
Mining on Venus works differently from other planets. Pressure is the enemy. You want to keep it in mind at all times. So the first technique you'll usually want to use is just skim mining. You just grab surface level minerals and then you just leave. Don't try to do anything deep until you're comfortable with how the pressure affects you at shallow mining depths. You'll also see air pressure at play when welding frames. When they're finished, they will displace all the air that was inside of them outward. This will push anything nearby around. If you construct frames on alternating sides, it can help balance those forces, which will keep you mostly in place.
Definitely not my Musgrave sister.
You'll see me gathering wreckage throughout this video. There's no real need to do this, but I like to roleplay that there will be a future post-crash analysis, and thus I need to save the wreckage and lander pod accordingly. You can skip all that to save time if you want.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay. more door.
This doesn't get mentioned often, but you can rebind the hotkey for mouse control. I have mine on caps lock, and it has saved me so much wrist pain. I really can't recommend it enough.
Oh, it's dangerous. Well, pretty good start, so let's see. I see copper and iron right there. Good. I got him now. Let's grab some more. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. Let's vent both these rooms.
If your waste tank is reading over 90%, just try to vent the first room and save the second room for another time.
Great.
I won't be demonstrating it in this video, but if you do need to eat and drink, it is safe to do so in a vacuum. Just open your helmet, eat, close your helmet. Wait a second for your vitals to stabilize, and then drink, and then close your helmet. You don't have to let the bar fill up all the way either. You can split up drinking sessions if you're nervous. I am using a mod for global illumination. It's not for any gameplay benefit, it's just to help make things a little bit easier for you to see things as the audience. I'll have it linked in the description below too.
Power low.
Alright, start cooking. Alright, and we'll need more resources. Well, that's all bacon. Oh, we just saw it back over this ridge. So, you know what? There's plenty around the base. I don't like mining around the base, but might be a bit. Iron? Yeah, okay. 2 stacks would be best. Try to start doing a little vortex mine.
Vortex mining is mining while spinning, so the air pressure flows down more or less equally on all sides of you. The resulting net force is thus close to 0, so you're safe as long as you never stop spinning and mining. At some point you'll want to escape the vortex, mine your way out, and the pressure won't trap you.
Don't die. Shoot, don't die.
So there is a third technique for mining on Venus, but I won't really be demonstrating it today. I call it faceplant mining. The basic principle is that if your face can't be slammed into the dirt if you're already pressed against said dirt. And with practice, you can go deep and clear a vein very quickly and safely. But one wrong move, or even just looking the wrong way, can kill you. So I don't really recommend it. And after all, we'll have the safest possible mining technique online shortly.
And that's a pipe under. Alright, that's enough of that. Well, enough of that for now.
You might notice that I never use that second passive vent for some other oddities. Some of these things are because I'm planning to enclose and depressurize the entire base. That second passive vent is going to be for attaching to the waste tank pipes that are slowly filling up in the airlock. There's a whole room there that will buy us quite a lot of gas storage when those pipes are full.
Does mean we need canisters. Quite a few.
These first few gas canisters have nothing to do with waste storage.
Start with 2. Alright, first is going to be that. I want to weld this up. I should figure out where I'm going to mine before I go do it. That's pretty much exhausted. let's go grab that copper.
So, if you haven't guessed already, we're about to do what I call pipe mining. Like all kinds of mining on Venus, you have to be careful and think before you act. But it really is the safest way to mine on Venus, and it has other advantages. Like, the resulting crater you're about to see will effectively pause the air simulation. This has upsides and downsides. For instance, on the downside, gas welders won't work while the simulation catches up. But on the upside, your EVA suit will stop transferring heat and moving gas. And that really is an upside, since it winds up effectively buying you minutes of waste tank time every time you go mining.
Hydration critical.
Okay, air's online. Hopefully this is a good spot. Any more wreckage pieces? Alright, the furnace is ready. Well, we got our coal and we got our iron. Okay, the air simulation still picture. Let's not monkey with this right now. Air simulation just kicked back on. So weld.
There's going to be two phases to how we use this furnace. The first phase will be to prime the furnace with a little bit of Venus's atmosphere. Having a little bit of Venusian heat will be enough to off-gas the ores. And off-gassing is important since, once in a relatively warm furnace, ores release various gases that typically reduce the temperature of the furnace below what's needed for smelting. And we've attached a pipe cowl to do the priming, and also to help keep the pressure inside the furnace at a reasonable level.
Temperature high.
Take a look.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
Okay, is that everything on there?
The second phase will be to deconstruct the furnace so its pressure and temperature is reset. And then we can refill it with hotter gas for actual smelting with the degassed ores.
Oh, don't be a pansy. Only a tiny bit of lung damage. Oh, wind just started. Get me out of there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Worry about that in a minute, though. Alright, time to take this apart. Just delete all that air. Don't do the last step without having your hand free.
So we're getting close to the end here, and if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you sticking around. I hope to make a follow-up video in the future to also show how to quickly, close the loop and become self-sufficient on Venus. I needed a month to find the free time to put this video together though, and we'll probably need at least as long for the next one. So subscribe and click the bell if you want to be notified whenever the next video happens. Thanks.
Come on. Alright, killing me. Find the pixel. Everyone's very good. I should build a container mount, but kind of strapped for time.
You'll notice that we're building a frame around the furnace here, and what's going to happen is we won't be able to get inside the furnace to mess with the pipes or get the input and output. Hence the chutes and all the extra pipes leading all the way through the window. But when a furnace is surrounded by walls that are airtight and has a token amount of air inside, I think it's like 70 moles, it will actually insulate itself and retain the heat.
There's a reason why I had it this way, actually. Hold on. You just need a little.
In my last video, I mined gold and cobalt so I could degas their oxygen and volatiles as fuel for the furnace. Finding and mining them wasn't very consistent though, so sacrificing just a little welding fuel is acceptable. You can make sure there's only 1 or 2 pipe segments attached to the canister mount to moderate how much fuel you use. And you can still mine gold and cobalt to top up the furnace temperature later.
And that's steel. Beautiful. Now we can smelt the rest of this pretty much at our leisure. Yeah, see, copper pretty much smelts itself.
I'm pretty happy with this run. Probably you could shave off 5 more minutes by not making as many mistakes and having better RNG and less bugs. But I'm pretty satisfied. I think half an hour is perfectly reasonable to have the base more or less started.
Alright. Probably could have put the iron up in there. Alright, well, that's good enough. I recommend putting more iron into a separate stack so you're not having to juggle constantly. But with this, you know, it's holding steady. It's just over 900 Kelvin right now. So you can keep doing more smelting, no problem. Thanks for watching.